The year was 2100. A 62-year-old woman sat on her chair, lost in the melodies of an old song. As the music played, a wave of nostalgia swept over her, pulling her back in time. Suddenly, she found herself in the year 2060, young and radiant once again, just 22 years old. Sophie was not just beautiful but also exceptionally talented. A skilled programmer, she had mastered languages like Java, Python, and the latest coding advancements. Technology had reached remarkable heights, and she spent most of her time immersed in the digital world. Living in a fully developed Hyderabad, India, a metro city thriving with futuristic innovations, Sophie was always eager to explore the unknown. Her father, a geologist, and her mother, a homemaker, supported her in every way possible. Despite receiving countless proposals from young men, Sophie had never fallen in love. Her focus was always on her work and curiosity for new things. One day, she received a strange message from an app called Talk the First, a widely popular platform at the time. The message read, "I need someone to talk to. I need to get out of here." The red highlighted text intrigued her. Curious, Sophie responded to the message. At first, their conversations were casual, revolving around personal interests and hobbies. But as time passed, she became deeply invested in the mysterious stranger. Chatting with him became a daily routine. There wasn't a single day she went without talking to him. Eventually, she discovered that he was a man, and with that revelation, their bond grew stronger. She shared her dreams, fears, and aspirations with him. He was always supportive, understanding her like no one else had before. One day, Sophie insisted on meeting him. He hesitated but finally agreed. "Meet me outside the city at midnight, 12:30 a.m., he instructed. She refused. "Why outside the city? Let's meet at Charminar instead." "I have my reasons," he replied. "If you can't meet me where I ask, then forget it." His reluctance made her even more determined. She agreed to meet him. Excited yet nervous, she bought a new dress and prepared herself. As the clock struck midnight, she reached the outskirts of the city. The streets were eerily silent, and an unsettling feeling crept over her. What if this is a mistake? She thought. What if ghosts really do roam at this hour? But her curiosity kept her waiting. Then, suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. Fully equipped with a futuristic suit and wearing a mask, the person greeted her. "Hello, Sophie." Her heart pounded. She could feel the fear rising within her. Then, he removed his mask. She gasped. His face was unlike anything she had ever seen, resembling the aliens from Hollywood movies. "Who? What are you?" she stammered. "I am the person you've been chatting with," he replied calmly. Shocked beyond words, Sophie stood frozen as he continued, "I'm an alien from Mars. I came to Earth with 3 others on a research mission. We were sent here to study your planet, but last month, when our retrieval rocket arrived, I lost my signal and got stranded here. To cope with my loneliness, I started using the app and met you." Sophie struggled to process his words. "So, you're not here to invade us, are you?" Shook his head. "Our planet is dying. We overused our resources, filled our land with plastic waste, and created severe radiation problems. We are simply looking for a place to survive." A wave of realization hit Sophie. We humans are heading in the same direction, but is it too late for us? He then asked for a favor. "Promise me you won't tell anyone about me." She hesitated. "But what if someone tracks your signals and finds you?" "Impossible. Our technology is far more advanced. We have developed algorithms that cannot be hacked." Sophie nodded. As dawn approached, he bid her farewell and disappeared into the darkness. But she couldn't stop thinking about him. The next day, and every day after, she met him secretly. They discussed Earth's growing problems, pollution, overpopulation, water shortages. He told her how Mars had suffered the same fate, and now, they were running out of time. Over time, Sophie realized she had fallen in love with him. One evening, under the starlit sky, she finally confessed her feelings. But he refused her love. Her heart shattered. "Why?" she asked, tears brimming in her eyes. He looked at her with sorrow. "Because I don't belong here. One day, I must leave." Sophie walked into the movie theater, and her eyes met those of a handsome stranger standing by the counter. He approached her with a familiar smile and started talking as if they were old friends. Sophie was stunned. "Who are you?" she asked, taken aback. "Why are you talking to me like we know each other?" The stranger chuckled. "I'm the person you've been chatting with online every day," he said. "You told me you were falling for me." Sophie's eyes widened in shock. It was unbelievable. The stranger revealed that he was an alien who had met her a week ago. He possessed the ability to transform his body structure into any shape or form. Now, he stood before her as a handsome, perfect Indian man, blending seamlessly into human society. He informed Sophie that his spaceship would arrive by the end of the month, and he would have to leave. Sophie, intrigued by the alien's mysterious nature, decided to spend more time with him. She invited him to her home,